It's just a lowdown of the video today. I want to talk about Xbox buying Bethesda. I want to talk about the updates I've been doing to my channel. Tokyo Game Show is underway. There's been a mess up with pre-orders, and as always, anime is going and around and live, and there's a lot to mention on anime. Love anime, and I want to show off a few things that have come through the door this week. So hang around. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to those that have already done that. It means a lot. I'm having a lot of fun doing these videos, and it just means that if they're going out and being watched, then it definitely encourages me to do even more. So I wanted to jump in a head start at the YouTube channel and say what I've been doing here. Set up an Instagram account so you can follow me over there. Please do if you want some more stuff for your I Want list, because I will be showing off smaller things that not necessarily need an unboxing, steelbooks and such. As far as the channel itself, I want to get on to doing some unboxings. I also linked up my PlayStation account so that you'll be catching me on Fall Guys from tomorrow, doing that every day, trying to level up to unlock new costumes in that. And it does mean that I could hopefully get some player guides, trophy hunts, maybe let's plays. I don't know. There's some possibilities. I've also got a new picture for the channel I'll be updating after this video, and next and foremost will be editing, and I want to make a YouTube banner. I've come up with some ideas for the banner, but I haven't set anything in stone yet, so I'm still working on that. Over to the Xbox news now. Bethesda have been bought by Xbox. Now, this is a big move. It cost them $7.5 billion to do, but I definitely think that it is for the better. Whether this means that every Xbox game now is going to be exclusive if it's brought out by Bethesda, I don't necessarily think so. I think it'd be better on a game-by-game basis, because Elder Scrolls 6 could definitely rival some of the fans for Final Fantasy 16 that are on PS5. But we'll have to wait and see as it goes. They haven't really mentioned much apart from the fact that they would like to see some of these titles now in Game Pass. Now, they're not strangers to being in the Game Pass, because they have already added quite a few titles from the Game Pass, including Fallout 4 and Doom. Next week, they're apparently adding Doom Eternal, which I'll be eager to get on. So overall, I think it's great for the company, and it's great for Xbox, because the only thing with the lineup of Xbox is they're depending a lot of faith in new IPs. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I personally love Xbox and some of the individual titles that I've played for Xbox in the past, and just feel that this generation, they haven't really started with anything. Obviously, last generation, you had Halo 5 Guardians. This generation, we haven't even got a Halo game at launch. Gears 4 was being shown off as well, and there is no Gears. I mean, you'll have Tactics that's already been played over and over again on the PC, but either way, with Bethesda under their belt, it means there's going to be a lot of like-minded games that people know, love, and grown up with coming out for the system. So I just hope that they push for sequels and not remakes. That is my take on that, but we'll have to wait and see what their plans are. They love the Game Pass, so I'm sure that we'll be seeing a lot of their titles in there day one, which is great all around if you have a mobile, PC, or Xbox, because it's just value for money. But I'm sure they'll be making their way onto other systems as well. Nintendo have also seen the likes of Xbox, so games on their system. So I'm sure maybe Phil Spencer's in the ballpark of sharing, because it's just good all around if they do. We'll have to wait and see. On to other things, pre-orders now. Now, if you wanted a PS5 or an Xbox One X, unfortunately for the PS5 fans, last week they set the fire, and it did not go well, because if you wanted one, well, you had to be a mind reader of a Sony executive, because pre-orders went live, and whether it was Sony's fault or retailers, we're not sure, but they basically sold out very rapid, and no one knew it was happening. So a lot of people got excited, went to pre-order, only to discover they were too slow. Now on to Xbox. They even mocked PlayStation and made a point of saying when their pre-order would go live, which was the 22nd, which is this week. Theirs did not get off with much more of a kick. It was more of a whimper. A lot of websites that you could pre-order one through crashed, and they couldn't get on for hours. Others were able to add things to a basket but not check out. There was a lot of chaos on both sides of the globe, whether you're in the UK or in America. GameStop got a very limited run of 8 consoles per store, and then staff took it as an incentive to pre-order themselves. all 8 copies of the console, which then meant that the public didn't get any. Either way, 8 consoles for a system, it seemed to be very low stock. I'm sure that as the system launches from November 10th, they will try and get more in without using the C word, coronavirus. They have been under a lot of stress on both systems this generation. Unfortunately, they didn't have anywhere near the total number of systems made on either Xbox or PlayStation. So as 2021 kicks off, I'm sure we'll see a massive in stock of new systems being made. So I don't know what the rush is just now, but I get something new and shiny comes out, everyone wants to get it. Into a weird one on Xbox is that Amazon reported that Amazon had been taking a hell of a lot of orders for the Xbox One X. Now, if you're an Xbox fanboy, you know the Xbox One X is the big console that is top of the charts and 4K and everything. It is the snazzy, dazzy, flashy one to rival against the PS4 Pro of this generation. But unfortunately, it sounds like some Christmases might be ruined with 2020, with parents buying and making the mistake of buying the Xbox One X instead of the Series X. Now, I personally would put the blame at Xbox's feet for making it basically an identical name. Then with the way Amazon, the second something runs out, they then recommend you the next best thing. So maybe it's just genuinely people purchasing the console, but it does seem a bit weird that it would be such a huge increase. Now, to kick off with Tokyo Game Show, they have shown the likes of quite a few titles. A lot of it does seem to be just companies showing off what is coming out to the Japan community, which is great because Xbox especially have in past years not been a popular system, but this time around they sold out just like the rest of the world on pre-orders for the new system. So they seem to be doing something right. They did also mention the Game Pass that they've had since April, and I think that has been a huge success for their corner. So we'll have to wait and see as the week progresses what else is being announced. Capcom today announced that they're working on Resident Evil Village for the current systems as well as next gen. If they can make it happen, they will make it happen. They said they got something special in the works for the 25th anniversary next year of Resident Evil. So we'll have to wait and see what they're working on. But I'm sure it'll be something spectacular. Over to Monster Hunter World, they announced 2 new games and they were just filling in a few details about that. Other titles was a new Nier Automata game that came out for Xbox. I can't finish the title of that game because it is just all digits, 1 2 7 4 4 something something something. They did announce that they'll be getting a collector's edition called the White Edition of it, which looked like it come with steelbook, soundtrack, art book, mostly what you'd expect from a collector's edition. Didn't seem to have a figure in it, so we'll have to wait and see whether they do one as it comes west later next year. It comes out, I believe, in America around the April mark, but I'll have to verify and update when I know more. So as the week progresses, if they do update anything or shine a light on some new games, I will let you know. Anyways, I wanted to show off a few things that have come through the door this week and then get on to the anime announcements. So first of all, was this statue I've been waiting for since last year. It was announced it was shown off at some game events, not painted, and then it jumped into pre-order, and then they announced 2 different versions of it, and I've got the standard one. The exclusive one you can get from firstfigures.com, and I personally love it. It's been a long time waiting. I pre-ordered it in February. It was meant to come out in May. It finally made it around the 15th of September, and here it is. It is Sonic the Hedgehog PVC. It's 11-inch and it has the star post. It is beautiful. Look at that box. It is amazing. Whether I'll unbox it, I'm not quite sure just yet. I might just give it a wait. It's got a beautiful little top picture. On the back, you can see the exclusive one, and then the company that made it and made it possible is First for Figures. So I definitely love it. It's been a long time waiting for it. Once I've made some space on some shelves, I definitely probably will get it out. They have also announced they're working on a Super Shadow for next year, so I definitely think that will be in my corner if the budget allows it. This week I also grabbed myself the mighty All Might 10-inch pop I love it. I've been waiting for this one since, I'd probably say, start of the year when they first announced them. It's been quite a journey. I pre-ordered it first on the American Amazon because it was the first place that showed it, then the UK Amazon, and then they said that they sent me an email saying they'd dispatch it by October, and I thought, well, why bother? When I walked into Game, they had it in stock. I just grabbed it there. So I took advantage of the 20% off, which I believe ended today on Funko Pops. So that was something else that appeared, and then I also got this through the door, which they just recently got a restock of on alltheanime.com, which is Attack on Titan soundtrack season 1. Definitely recommend listening to that. Got some amazing tracks on there. Into anime news now. They have announced that Sword Art Online Season 3 Part 1 has gone live today. You can get it at the early bird special at $34.99 at alltheanime.com. It looks beautiful. I definitely think I will be getting it on payday. And the other bit of news is that manga.uk has started launching steelbooks for the original Dragon Ball Z series. So you can now get and pre-order season 1, 2 and 3 at £35 a steelbook from them. So with the announcement last week of Super Dragon Ball Z Super coming out in a collector's edition, there's a lot of Dragon Ball Z being pre-ordered and ordered in general. So hopefully, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, your bank account is probably showing 000. As for myself, I have the series on DVD. I might update it, but whether I go for a Blu-ray or a steelbook, I'm not sure yet. But that is anime for you. It is always expensive. So wrapping this up, I will give you guys a shout out next week. But yeah, definitely follow me over at Instagram. And yeah, I appreciate all the watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll get better at this as time goes on. Alright guys, I'll catch you next week. See ya.